Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today what we're going to do is some journal cards with the stained glass windows. You can use anything at all. Place it in your journal, in the pocket. That pocket is, this comes with the daisy kit, that's 4.5. You can pop them under belly bands. Where else have I got? I've got little pockets, side pockets. They look nice in there. If they were deeper, you could put them you would maybe need to make a smaller band. That one's a bit too small, but you could put it on that side. So what I've done is I've cut some digitals out already, and it's just an A4 piece of paper cut into corners, and this one, what I used to do the template was just a stamp block, and I just drew around it. I half glued the newspaper, the book page onto it, and then just cut through the two of them. Some of these, what I've done is I've used some die cuts, so I've done like a flower, and I've done the book pages to match as well, so I can pop them behind. I've done a tag shape with a fancy bit on the top. I haven't done the book pages for that, but that's if you don't have die cuts. And also I cut that out, and I thought that would be nice with just the digital behind, or maybe something a bit plainer than that. That's a bit too fancy. So we'll start. So we'll do these ones first, and these are just the have I got 2 or 3? I've got 2. So all I did was I actually did the cutout after I'd stuck it down. So what I'm doing is I'm just using glue stick, and all this does is it just keeps it together. And I'll use my glue spreader, and then what I decided was what I wanted to put behind it. Like that. And we've got some daisies here, and I like that. Move it around. Got a daisy in the middle. And I think I'll do it like that. So then, and this is vellum, it's just stained glass window digital printed out on vellum. So then I do use that glitter glue, and what I'm doing is I'm just going around the shape, and I'm going to put that on there where I want it, and stick that vellum down to the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do around these. And then put that down like that. And then I'm going to do the corners. Okay, now I need to decide what I want on that. So I want a little bit of paper to journal on. So I'm just going to take that in and just and then we'll just stick this down, and this can be anything. It can be lined paper. This is just a scrap piece of paper that's had bits cut out of it, and I just trimmed the cut bits off and just used it. That's why it's cabbage dyed paper and not coffee dyed paper. It's just it was lying about. You can use the backs of digitals. You know, if you've got some ones that you've not printed on the back. And I've got some die cuts here. Got some dandelion one. Didn't completely cut out properly. So I quite like that. And what about a few daisies? No, I quite like that and then I want a label. These are just the bits that I keep. There you are. You never have too much happy. I'm still deciding. I think I'll have it in one, but what I do want is I want to do some inking around the edges of this, and I'm not being precise. I'm just using my fingers to catch the edges of the little hearts, and I'm just using the ink that's already on the sponge. And this was cut out of card, so it is a little bit easier. So I've got that one, and then this one. If you wanted, you could colour these in. I did on that one, as you can see. I just used a bit of ink. I've used crayons. You can use whatever you want. And if you want to be colour specific, you can use a green one to do the leaves. So we'll put that up there and that over there. So what I'm going to do Just putting a blob of ink on each one of the hearts. And we had that one up there, like that. And this one there, like that. Again, go down the stem. Bit about the leaves. That's one thing about these, you can be a little bit more precise in your gluing. So I just decant my art glitter glue into this. And I'm just putting that along there. Now I think what I want is I want a bit of book page behind that. Now what I've been using is, or do I want a bit of that? But again, because that's vellum, it can be a little bit, that actually looks nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm putting that along there, and I'm going to cut along it. If you want to measure and trim it on your trimmer, go ahead. I don't. I make more mistakes than enough. Take that little white bit off. I'm going to ink round it. It's one thing about vellum, it does take the ink. Let me have a look at that. Yep. Yeah, that'll do. I think I've got it. It's fine. If I haven't, I haven't. And normally with vellum, you have to be careful how you stick it down. You can stick this down with double-sided sticky tape, but because it's quite heavily patterned, I can get away with, you won't see the glue marks through that. I'm just going to go back over these a bit. Okay. Now before it sets, I'm just going to put it in the middle. That's it. And there we are. And then I'll just go around the edge with ink, but I do need some more ink. So you have it. And that will go around about this pocket. Actually, I think I want all that showing, so I think I would put it in that one or that one, but we will show it in this one. And we'll put it in this way so that that looks quite nice actually. It does, doesn't it? Quite like that. Can't put it too long to fit behind there, but it would fit behind a belly band quite nice. And if it was too wide that way, you can put it that way. And again, in a pocket, looks quite pretty. So we've got that one here. So if you've done that and you've not got your shape on the back, all I do is I just go round it. And then I cut it out. And you can do it with a craft knife. Doesn't have to be perfect, because, and I mean, this is how you do your specimen cards as well. So I mean, if you wanted, you could put acetate in. In fact, I've got some acetate that I've been doing alcohol inks on, so I might use a bit of that. I've just got some scraps of it left now. And then you just pop that there. And what you can do is you can, before you do any of this, you can ink round the edges. I couldn't really with the flower, but with the square edges, they're sort of like the more easier shapes. I'm just doing this in case a bit shows. Whoops. And then I've got just some scraps now. So I'm just going to take let me have a look and see what looks the best. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to trim this on the trimmer. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this down first. This is an easier shape to match up, so that's fine. And what I am going to do is I'm going to put a little white daisy on this, and then put just a little plastic now. It won't look white on the other side, which is fine. Don't want a proper daisy, or just a, yeah, I'm going to go for that daisy. I'm going to cut it off there, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of glue there and a little bit on the leaves, just to keep it in place. And I'm going to give it a pale lemon middle. And these are just aqua markers. I'm looking for a pale green. I think this is the palest I've got. And I'm not even covering it all. I'm just going to put a little bit of green on the edges. Yep, I've just touched the orange. It's fine. It's just matching in a bit. It's fine. Okay. And then all I do here is I use some packaging. I'm just and it's just to keep the daisy intact, because I can't stick it down too much, otherwise you'll see the glue. So I haven't done any measuring, I've just done that, but what I am going to do is put a lot of glue on the outside. And a bit on there, because you can't see that. Right, where's my packaging? And then just that over. The alcohol ink is still a little bit sticky, so hopefully the packaging will stick. No, whoops. This is kind of an off the cuff, this wasn't planned. That looks quite cool, that. Do I want that one or do I want one of the others? Let me have a look. Because I've got two of these. Actually, I've got three. Got that one. That looks nice. No, I think I like that one. Yep. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this out the way. And I'm holding the packaging while I'm going over with the and this glue's gone a bit gloopy, so there's more glue going on it than, oh, see, keep hold of your packaging because it will take a wee while to stick. And then put some normal glue around, and you can stitch around these. I've stitched through acetate before. Now I've just got a cheapy sewing machine. It's not a strong or a great make, it's just a cheapy £39.99 from Amazon. And there we are. So there we are, so that looks quite cool. And because it's just glued, it might not trim. It is. Okay. And I'm not sure if I want to. Now the scraps that I've been using for doing these, it's just old templates of wedding stationaries, and that was across the flowers I'd used, and I quite like that. You can see as there's writing on it, so I think what we might do is we might quite like that. So I'm just going to again try and catch it with the ink, just on the petals, and again catch these. Obviously the dauber's got more ink on it because I just reloaded it to go round, so that's fine. So I think we'll just make that a little bit more creamier than normal. Yep. And then what scene do I want on that one? Some of these are purple, they're no. Blessed are the curious, I think. Love you to the moon and back. No. Okay. I think we'll have some book page behind this one. So I've been using a bit of this German book page because I quite like the tone of it with this. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off here. Just rip it. And again, I'm just load this. Okay, put that in there now. Okay, I'll just try and grab a couple more of these edges. Okay, so we'll just stick this down. You can use your stamps. You can stamp your sentiment on. I'll put that one on there. No, I like it on that side, so, and I'm going to cross it over a little bit as well. So using your dies on you know, scrap bits of digitals is good because you never know what colour. I mean, this was samples of wedding stationery. I just come across a bag full of samples that I'd made and I never used to throw them out. I had a big display book that had some in and I used to change them about a bit. So now I'm just using them in my junk journals and everything for backing tags and cutting digitals out. I'm going to put that way. Okay, now I've got some tiny little, I don't know whether you'll see them, but I quite like them. They're just little dragonflies. I think I'll put them on. I was going to press it on the glue stick and then thought, no, I better not. So if we put them on there, oh, the lighter sides. I'm going to glue them to my finger. That one in there. Okay, so that's that. And then and this bit might fit on there. No, it doesn't. We'll keep that for another one. And we'll glue this down. And I'm just making sure that that's stuck down there. Okay, and then we'll just ink round this. You don't have to have them this size, you can have them any size. So we'll just put that one over there, and what we'll do is we'll try and do something with this one. So I think what I might do is I might stick it on the Daisy Digital. Quite like it on there actually. And this is from when I used to work for Do Craft, when I used to do the demos. I think this was one of theirs, I'm not sure. If not, it's come from AliExpress, but it's quite a solid one, so I'm almost sure it's come from them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some inking just to try and because I think to put it, it's too busy even to put part of it. It's just too busy, but it's just one way of using these dies up. Let me have a look now. I've inked it on the back of there, and on the back it's coffee dyed. I'm going to ink around the edges. And it is cut out a card. It's just, when I was going through things, I found it and I thought I'll make a journal card out of this. I'm just still. Now I'm going to use the Daisy Digital. Okay. And again, this has been cut out of a wedding stationery because I can see where the font is. It looks like invitation set out, so go around this. It's got a pretty little butterfly in it. Okay, and we're putting that one up there so we can cut it out. And I think what I'm going to try and do is find something that I can stamp in there. So just let me have a look and see what I've got. Got this one there is Beauty and Simplicity. That's a bit, yep. So I think I'll do this in walnut stain. I'm just going to stamp it out on a piece of yep. There we are. We'll trim around this. And if you wanted, you could colour that in as well. I'm not sure if we need any of these, but I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have a look what it's like with the cream. Not so much the cream. But the white one. Put the we've got some no, I don't want that one on. What about the wee dandelion? No, I just quite like it with the one daisy actually, and the smaller one. I think it just looks nice. I'm just going to catch the edges, and this has been cut out of Centura pearl card. So I'm going to leave it the pearly side down in the glue. die cut's still stuck there. And I'm just popping him under that butterfly. So it's a die cut on a die cut. So again, I'm just going to trim this off so it matches. Obviously I've cut it in two, or maybe he's going to use it. Quite like this saying, the world needs who you were meant to be. I'll put that there. I'm not backing this on anything, I'm just putting it straight on. And again, I'm just offsetting it a bit. I think we'll have the one that says news. Of course it is news. Can't lift the daisy up. So let's just see if I can lift this up. I think it's well and truly stuck. No, it's not. Just put a bit of glue back on there. And there we are. So we've got this one, that's the one I did off. And then we did that one. And then we did that one. And then we've got, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.